Good evening, Ape Nation. Guys, what's going on? It is Wednesday, August 22nd. Oh my God. December 22nd, 2021. I pulled up this clip. It's from earlier today. It's Nancy Pelosi. It's on Joe Rogan's podcast on Spotify, and the reporter is asking her about insider trading. And at the end of the clip, you'll see where I'm going with this. Roll the film.
Members of Congress and their spouses be banned from trading individual stocks while serving in Congress?
No, I don't know to the second one.
What?
We have a responsibility to report in the stock, on the stock, but I'm not familiar with that 5-month review, but if people aren't reporting, they should be. Yeah. Because this is a free market and people, we are a free market economy. They should be able to participate in that.
She's telling why her husband should be able to invest in stuff that she knows about.
Have you ever seen a person look more nervous?
Yeah. It was the long sip, the gulp.
Okay. Now, as much as that might irk myself or any of you guys out there who are watching this right now, she does have somewhat of a point about this capitalism thing, and I'm going to get into all of it. I maybe have to dish out some apologies when this video is over. We'll see how far we go. But if I'm wrong about something, I'm not afraid to admit I've been wrong. And thankfully, it's not about AMC or anything to do with the play. It's more about the players. And we're going to get into all of that. So without further ado,
Chew the speeder.
This is the way.
all right, guys. So it was just a couple weeks ago that I put up this video, and it was talking about Al from Boston. And this is what I said as my conclusion for my thoughts on Al. Reason history, the bottom line for me is, if it brings attention to AMC and there's younger investors that are watching this, guys who haven't done it before, and maybe they're getting hyped up for AMC, and Al is providing that service, good. Because ultimately, all I want to do is squeeze the stock. So if he's going to help contribute to that without being, nefarious and doing anything that's going to hurt the community, I'm fine with it. So watch Al from Boston. So that was my take. And then I saw last night that Trey dropped a video. He dropped Tony's name in it, which I thought was awesome. Tony DeNaro's name, which is good. He's a good, strong member of this community. I always say, go watch Tony's videos. And I'll say the same thing about Trey. And I think that was great what Trey did last week about donating money to people and helping people out. I mean, that was one thing that we've been trying to preach about this community, is that we would like to think we'd be able to do some good with the money that we're going to make from this short squeeze. So here's what Trey said, and maybe some apologies will be following.
Today, Al from the Boston. It's just Al from Boston, but Al from Boston is another example of a guy that some people really get down with. And that's great, right? It's great to get down with people. But what I think is dangerous, and this is where I am a little bit critical, is videos like this. This is something that I think we have to be very, very cautious of. And this isn't me shilling. If you want to unsub because I'm making this statement, do what you got to do, right? I'm not here to give you some fairy tale shit. I'm here to tell you what I think. And I think that telling people AMC will go to $1 million a share is dangerous. I think it is. And I'm going to tell you why. The substantiation behind this claim.
Okay, Al's first video that he put out on November 6th, which was just about a month ago, was entitled $1 million a share, explained by a Harvard grad, Al from Boston. Now, any of us who have been here a long time know that that type of a title is commonly referred to, at least in these parts, as clickbait. We're at $27 a share right now, guys. So as much as $1 million sounds exciting, and that was kind of what I was trying to say in the video, was maybe clickbait was the wrong word to use, but trying to tell investors, especially younger investors, that AMC is going to $1 million can be dangerous. And that's all I really wanted to look out for. Al is doing just fine. Apparently, he had said he was going to leave the YouTube community. He was out because he thought it was too toxic. And then within 48 hours, he was up and running a new pay-per-view channel. Look, if you want to go take out and buy a subscription to Al's community, AMC theater, whatever it is, that's fine. It's got nothing to do with me. And I'll tie it back to Nancy Pelosi when, you know, she tries to make it sound like capitalism is the greatest thing. And it is. And the ability for people to come out here and go on YouTube and be able to make money is a nice thing. It's a nice option for some people. And as long as it's not affecting anything with the AMC short squeeze, I'm not going to have a problem with it. And that's kind of what Trey is saying, right? He's just saying, just be careful of what you're listening to, when you're listening to it. And that was all I was trying to express. So I just want to go back and say that it's not necessarily the YouTubers that I'm so freaked out about. It's all the other dynamics at play here that are not helping our situation. And it is what it is at this point. There's not much more that we are going to be able to do. I do think that we got a W when we found out that now short interest, all of it's going to be reported. We're going to have that data within a couple months. That's a huge W for retail, I think. Going forward in the stock market, in the future, getting that kind of information that we'd not been able to see in the past will help us to make better assessments when it comes to buying and selling stock. It just will. Having those numbers is a huge advantage. The way they've been able to keep this advantage on their end is because those numbers have not had to be released before. So I think that's a huge W for us. And with everything else going on, the DOJ investigation and all these other things are just things that are swirling around this play right now. And like Trey said, and I want to reiterate this and make sure that I'm clear on this. If there is someone that is out there on YouTube that is helping you through this, that is emotionally providing stability for you, and you are learning things from them, and they are teaching you about the market, and they are genuinely helping you, who am I to come in and say anything different? And I think I've probably been a little harsh on some of the other YouTubers. You know, some of them probably have deserved it. It's some clickbait. There is a lot of clickbait still going around. But if those people are helping you stay in the stock right now, then I really can't sit here and say anything negative about it. I'm more upset at Nancy Pelosi. In all honesty, this has me more concerned than Al from Boston or Lou from New York or Federico from Argentina or anybody else. So the real reason I wanted to get into that was because I feel like maybe I've done too much finger pointing in the wrong direction. I'm pointing it inward at other creators and YouTubers who hopefully are just here for all the right reasons. And really, I should be looking up to the people who are in charge of making laws, the federal lawmakers. And if they're allowed to do things that are going to effectively continue to enrich them, then don't think that they're going to step in for retail to change anything. Why would they bother making changes? Everything, according to them, is working just fine right now. So we'll continue to sit here, pit this apart. I think everyone right now has a target on your back. If you're out there right now and you're doing nefarious things in the market, it's going to come to light. People are going to be talking about it. And, you know, your time was going to come. At some point, it's going to be time to unseat these people and get them out of these positions of power that allow them to continue to rig the system against us. And until we start doing that, we really can't sit here and cry. And I certainly can't cry about other YouTubers when these type of things are going on behind the scenes. All right, guys, that's all I've got for tonight. I'll let you go. I will have material coming out in the next couple days, and I'll be going back to answer some comments that I missed from the last couple of videos. As always, guys, thank you so much for all of your support. This community is just freaking amazing. I love all you guys. I appreciate everything you guys do for this channel. And get me keeping up here and turning on the mic and the camera every couple days, trying to figure out what's going on. And at least give you guys an assessment and a no bullshit assessment of how I feel right now. And other than being in a holding pattern, what else can I say? It is what it is, and we continue to hold. All right, guys, again, thank you for everything, the likes, the comments, the views, the subs. I appreciate it all. This is Ape Nation. I'm the Massalorian, and I'm out.